Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of our sports card tracker project. There's a few housekeeping issues that I'll address at the first. First, when we connected to our database, we didn't close the connection. So we've added in the command connection.close. Secondly, we are going to change this declaration of root from parent. We're going to change that to border pane. That will allow us to use the functionality of a border pane layout for root. In this episode, we're going to look at our menu structure. I wrote in some comments of what we want our menu structure to look like. First, we want to have a file menu. Under the file menu, we're going to have an option for new. This option will allow you to create blank tables in your database. If you have existing tables and you click new tables will override your existing tables. Add card will allow you to add a new card to the database, and exit will close the program. Then we'll have a My Collection menu with the menu items, update card. If you have new or changed information for a card, you can do so here. We're going to have the option remove card. If a card was lost, traded, or sold, you can remove it from the database. Backup database will save your information just in case your database gets corrupted for whatever reason. You'll have the option to back up your database. Upload checklist. With most card companies, they will provide you with a CSV file, and this will allow you to import a CSV file into your database. Update checklist. This is a feature that once you've added a new checklist to your database, this allows you to compare your collection to a checklist to determine what cards you need. You can view these cards in the wish list report. Which brings us to our next menu, reports menu. And the first item is wish list. The user can choose the set. You must have imported a checklist for it to work, and a report will be generated listing all of the cards that for that set that you need. We're also going to have a report for cards for team and year. So it lists all cards you own for a specific team and year, not set specific. So if you want to look up your favorite team and see what cards you have for that team and that year, it will give you a list of all of those cards. Player cards lists all the cards for a specific player that you own. So that's if you're looking for a specific player, you want to see all of the cards for them that you own, this is the report for you. Personal collection. It lists all the cards that you have flagged as it's part of your personal collection, and it will list them by set. For trade, lists all cards in the user's collection that they have flagged for trade. Rookies lists all cards in user's collection that are rookies by year. And that brings us to the help menu. The help menu gives you guidance on how to add cards, update cards, search cards, remove cards, back up the database, and about the program. So that's what we're going to create today. We'll create this menu structure. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this line, stage.setScene. That has to be after the menus. So I'm going to move it down here to just before stage.show. So let's start creating our menu. The first thing we have to do is we have to declare a menu bar. So it's menu bar, and we're going to call ours menu bar equals new menu bar. Don't forget your imports. You want the javafx imports. So first, we're going to work on the file menu. This section is for all the file menu commands necessary to create the file menu. First, we'll create the menu. So it's menu, file menu equals new menu, and we're going to call it file. Don't forget to add your import. We want the javafx import. Now we need to add the items under the file menu. So if we look up here, we have new, add card, and exit. So we need to add 3 menu items down here. Menu item. And the first one we're going to call new item equals new menu item. And I'm going to call it new. We'll have to add our import for the first one. The next menu item is add card. So we're going to call this one menu item add card item equals new menu item. We're going to call this add card. And the last menu item is menu item exit item equals new menu item exit. Spelled menu item wrong. We'll correct that. Now we can add these to the file menu. So it's file menu dot get items dot add all. And here we're going to list our menu items. So it's new item add card item. Now let's put a spacer between these and the exit item. New separator menu item. Finally, exit item. Now we'll have to add our import for separator menu item. Make sure you choose the JavaFX one, and that's the file menus. So now we're going to create the My Collection menu. So I'm just going to put in here My Collection menu. First, we create our menu. Oops, menu My Collection menu equals new menu My Collection. Now we're going to create the items for this. And if you remember, we scroll up, we have update card, remove card, backup database, upload checklist, and update checklist. It's menu item update card item equals new menu item, and it's called, we're going to name it update card. And the next one is menu item, and we had remove card item. Oh, I get all one word. Remove card item equals new menu item remove card. The next one, menu item, and we had backup database item equals new menu item, and we're going to call it backup database. The next one, menu item upload checklist item equals new menu item, and we'll call it upload checklist. And the last item for our My Collections menu is menu item, and we want to update our checklist. equals new menu item update checklist. Now we're going to add these to our collections menu. So my collections menu dot get items dot add all, and we're going to have our update card item followed by remove card item. So our next one will be upload checklist item, and then update checklist item, and finally back up database item. There was an S there, I removed it, so we're good. Now we're doing the reports menu. Put a comment in reports menu. So again, we declare the menu. So it's menu, report, menu equals new menu reports. Now, if we scroll up, we can see under the reports menu that we have our wish list, cards for team and year, player cards, personal collection, 4 trades, and rookies. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 menu items. Menu item, wish list item equals new menu item, wish list. And it's menu item. And we're going to call this one cards for team year item equals new menu item. And we're going to name it cards for team year. Then we're going to add the menu item. We're going to name it player cards item equals new menu item player cards. Then menu item personal collection item equals new menu item and personal collection. Only 2 more to go. Menu item for trade item equals new menu item for trade. And the last one, menu item rookie item equals new menu item, and we're going to call it rookies. Now we can add them to the reports menu. So reports menu dot get items dot add all, and again list them in order. So wish list item cards for team year item player cards item personal collection item for trade item and rookie item. And our last menu is going to be our help menu. So we just put in help menu in our comment. It's menu, help menu equals new menu, and we're just going to call it help. Go back to our comments. We see that under the help menu where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. So again, a menu item, and for these ones, we may have them named either similar or exactly as a menu item that was previously used. So in order to prevent conflict with menu items, I am going to add help to every one of the menu items. That way I know that that item is for the help menu. So for example, the first one that we have is add cards, and I believe we have up here add card. So if we have add card help item and we don't have a conflict, equals new menu item, and I'm going to call this cards. So the next one is menu item update cards help item equals new menu item update cards. Then the next one would be menu item search cards help item equals new menu item search cards. Next, it's menu item remove cards help item equals new menu item remove cards. Next one, menu item back up database help item equals new menu item back up database. And the last menu item is menu item about help item equals new menu item, and we're just going to call this about. Now again, we have to add these to our help menu. So help menu dot get items dot add all, and we list all of our menus. So it's add card help item, comma update cards help item, comma search cards help item, comma remove cards help item, comma back up database help item, and the last one about help item. So that's all of the menus and all of the menu items created. Now we have to add our menus to our menu bar. Menu bar dot get menus dot add all. Then we just list them. So our first one is file menu, followed by my collection menu, followed by report menu, and the last one, help menu. I spelled menu bar incorrectly. I'll correct that. So all of our items are added to our menu bar. Now we need to add our menu bar to our layout. Now we named our layout root, and we're going to set top, and we are going to put there our menu bar. So if we were to compile and run this now, sign into our database, we would see our menu bar. But there's no functionality yet. So let's start with a simple functionality. We'll add the ability to close the program through the file exit menu. To do this, we have to create menu events. So let's just add a comment in here. Menu event. An event handler. And it's an action event. We're going to call it menu event handler equals new event handler an event. So we'll add our import. Make sure it's the javafx import. We'll put in the brackets down here our handling of the events. We want to override the existing built-in handler. So we put in our override, and we have to declare our method, public void handle, and we pass it an action event, and I'm just going to call it E for action event. We put in our actions for how we want each event to be handled. Down here, we put our semicolon in. Right now, nothing will be handled. Right now, it doesn't know what menu you press. We need to put in a way for it to check what menu you press. So to do this, we're going to declare a string. We're just going to call it name equals menu item. We're casting it to a menu item. And AE, which is our action event, and get target dot get text, which will return the text of the menu that was pressed. Now that we know what menu was pressed, we can handle this using a simple switch, and we're going to pass it the name. And right now, we're only going to handle our exit menu. So if you press the exit menu, we want to exit the program. So it's platform.exit. We have to add our import in, make sure it's a javafx, and we want to end all further commands. So we break, and we need a default just in case it's anything else. And we are not going to do anything with any of the other commands, so our default is going to just end right there. Now, just because we've created our event handler for our menus doesn't mean that anything is going to happen. We need to add our event handlers to each menu item. There's a few of them. So new item set on action menu event handler. So because I'm going to be using the same end, I'm just going to copy and I'm going to paste that to the end of each one. So the next one is add card item exit item update card item remove card item back up database item upload checklist item update checklist item wish list item cards for team year item player card item personal collection item or trade item. Have capital P, change that. Trade. Next is rookie item. Add card help item. Update cards help item. Search cards help item. Remove cards help item. Back up database help item. And the last one is about help item. So now if we compile this and run it, when we log into our database, we now have the functionality that if we click on exit, it closes the program. So that's it for episode 2. Tune in for episode 3, where we add functionality to the About menu.